today we're here at Nature's Way Cooperative, and if you're not sure what it is that this company does, we're gonna find out today in terms of things like export materials and how we treat those materials before they get shipped over for export. But most importantly, we're gonna learn more about the Hawaiian popo, which has now been rebranded to the Fiji Red. I bet you didn't know that. Well, let's go get caught red-handed and find out more about this delicious popo.
These are the chambers. You can see one chamber is closed so that one of the machine is running with the produce.
Nature's Way Cooperative, Fiji's only hot air treatment facility responsible for the safe export of Fiji's 4 major products being breadfruit, eggplant, mango and the Fiji Red papaya. Nature's Way Cooperative, or NWC for short, was established in 1995 to carry out mandatory quarantine treatment on Fijian fruit and vegetables under the bilateral quarantine agreement established with importing countries. After over 20 years, NWC is now a thriving agribusiness providing treatment, grading, packing and technical services to both its exporter and grower members. Initially a small enterprise handling just 30 tons of papaya each year, NWC now treats and packs around 1,000 tons of papaya, mango, breadfruit and eggplant annually. NWC business revolves around the treatment of BQA commodities before shipment for export using the HTFA technology.
These chambers, this is where we can treat our produce.
Anrudh Kumar is one of the longest serving employees here at Nature's Way, and today he'll be giving us a tour of the facility and showing us their day-to-day operations. We'll also be speaking with Nature's Way General Manager Donald Pickering to learn more about how the cooperative works with its farmers and members, as well as how important this hot air treatment facility is in ensuring hundreds of jobs are safe and importation of our 4 export commodities remain intact.
Nature's Way Cooperative is a cooperative that's been around for close to 25 years now. We run the HTFA chambers, so the high temperature forced air chambers here in Nadi. So we're basically located next to the airport. So our primary role as a cooperative is to assist our farmers and exporters with the exporting of the 4 main commodities, which is papaya, mango, breadfruit and eggplant. So if you're sitting in Auckland and you're enjoying a Fiji Red papaya, it would have come through Nature's Way. So as I was saying, our primary role is to operate the HTFA chambers, and what the purpose of the chamber is to kill fruit fly. So we are a fruit fly facility as well, in the sense of you bring your produce here, we'll treat it, we'll pack it, and then we'll send it off to your agents to be exported. Now you can't export papaya, breadfruit, mango or banyan from Fiji without it first coming through Nature's Way.
These are the chambers. You can see one chamber is closed so that one of the machine is running with the produce, and this one we offloaded. We have to, once we offload, we have to close the door inside, have to open the door this side, the receiving area. We cannot open both the doors. Once we receiving the produce, we have to wear the hair nets, the gloves,
Right.
all the HACCP requirements. The killing temperature is 47.2 degrees, and we have to monitor that one from the computer. Once the machine is locked, we don't know what is going on inside.
Yeah.
That's why we have to monitor from the computer.
Okay.
See that you can see the numbers there. So that machine is running, and that machine already run it. It's on hydro cooling. They have to, their temperature have to goes down till 32 degrees.
That's after the treatment?
After the treatment, have to cool down again. Once we have to heat, and then it will cool down.
If there ever was a fruit fly interception, it would first get picked up here, or if we miss the interception here, then it'll get picked up, for example, in Auckland, at Auckland Airport. Border security will identify it, they'll test it, and if there is an interception, then they'll do a traceback audit back to Nature's Way, back to the exporter, back to the farmer, and then you'll have Biosecurity Fiji, you'll have the Ministry of Agriculture, and then you'll have Nature's Way where we'll sit down, we'll look at the whole process and identify where in the chain that we had how can you say an infringement into the process. So God forbid if that happens, then the pathway would be closed. So for example, if we were to pick up fruit fly, if New Zealand was to pick up fruit fly larvae in New Zealand, they would halt the shipment, they'd do the traceback audit, and New Zealand MPI would halt the pathway until a full investigation is done. So it is very serious, yes. So that investigation and the retesting and the opening of the pathway could take anywhere up to a year or 2 years, depending.
You can see the staffs are packing the eggplant according to the grower line basis, and the exporter is monitoring his produce, how the staffs are packing the produce. If one treatment, just like imagine 5 farmers supply the produce, so that will be on number recorded. So that farmer got this to this numbers, that farmer got to that. See this one, this farmer got 1 to 10 number. This farmer got 11 to 30. This farmer got 31 to 40, like individual farmers. They got the log numbers, so they are packing according to the grower line basis. If something happens, so we can trace back which farmer's quality was not good, which one got bad, like that. That's one for traceable.
Coming up, the tour continues and the repercussions of an infringement.
And if we have an infringement, there'll be a lot of unhappy farmers. Yeah.
This is our papaya grading machines. Once the papaya is coming, it's depend on the exporters. If they want to grade in the grading machine, we have to grade in the grading machine according to the sizes. If we grade here in the grading machine, it will be on size. So today we are not treating papaya, otherwise I can demo it.
So you're only doing eggplant today?
Eggplant today.
Welcome back. Today we're visiting Nature's Way Cooperative in Nadi. NWC is a hot air treatment facility that treats every single mango, papaya, breadfruit and eggplant that we export overseas. They are a world-class quarantine treatment service provider working with farmers and exporters to deliver only the highest quality of fresh produce for export. Facility manager Anrudh Kumar is giving us a behind-the-scenes tour of the facility, while General Manager Donald Pickering gives us an insight of the extremely important role the facility plays for their farmers and members.
So here in Nature's Way, we have to be on top of the processes. We have to ensure that there's 0 infringements. If there is an infringement, there's a lot of people that will lose out on a livelihood. So as I mentioned, as a cooperative, we have 350 plus members. So there's a lot of farmers involved. And if we have an infringement, there'll be a lot of unhappy farmers. Yeah.
This one already packed. It's ready for loading the airline container. And you can see the different grower number is here, different grower number is here, different grower number is here. After this, we have to load inside that airline container. So once the produce loaded inside the container, we have to close that shutter and open that side. We cannot open both the shutters at a time.
Does biosecurity monitor once this goes to the airport, ATX? Do they monitor from there to the plane?
When we do the loading, biosecurity officers are around here. They are doing the monitoring.
Yeah.
And once the produce goes outside the gate with airline container, also they are monitoring.
And off go the shipments to our neighbors in Australia and New Zealand and even Hong Kong under strict quarantine guidelines all the way through.
As a cooperative, we are quite unique in the sense of we run our own in-house research and extension arm. What that means is that we will support our farmers and exporters in any issues they may have on farm. If there's any outbreaks of, let's say, an eggplant disorder, our officers will go out, will inspect the farm, will liaise with biosecurity and the Ministry of Agriculture, the research division, and we'll try and find a way of addressing the issue. Apart from that, our extension team will also advise our farmers. We get a lot of new farmers coming on board, especially since the pandemic. We have a lot of people that are returning back to agriculture. So our farmers will, our extension team will go out and advise our farmers accordingly on how to carry out land prep, what the fertilizer application would be, and what variety out of the 4 commodities would best suit their farm and their location.
Kaitu Arecido is one of NWC's extension officers who regularly go out into the field to give farmers one-on-one advice. NWC provides a small extension service to its farmer and exporter members, working in close collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture. Some priority activities for the NWC extension program include expanding production of the 4 main HTFA crops outside of the Singatoka Valley, value chain trainings, support to the NWC certified seed scheme, support to the establishment of commercial breadfruit orchids, support to expanded organic papaya production, post-harvest disease monitoring, support to hot water treatment, a standby advisory service for new and existing NWC members, which are the farmers and the exporters. And now let's dig into the delicious Fiji Red papaya. NWC is the sole retailer of Fiji Red certified seed. All certified Fiji Red papaya seed is produced in accordance with the Fiji Red seed production standard. All participating seed producers under the Fiji Red certified seed production scheme are registered with Nature's Way Cooperative, and farms are monitored fortnightly during bagging periods and weekly during harvesting periods. Ministry of Agriculture Research Division provides quarterly auditing of participating seed producers. All Fiji Red seeds are packed and sealed in specially designed moisture-impermeable aluminum foil packets and labeled according to batch number and packing date. Seed packets are stored in airtight containers at Nature's Way Cooperative and refrigerated in a commercial cooler at 6 degrees Celsius. Fiji Red papaya seed has a germination rate which is more than 80% within 12 months of packing.
The Fiji Red papaya, otherwise known as a solo sunrise. So our papaya, I would say without being biased, is hands down the best papaya in the world. What we do with the Fiji Red papaya, our extension team, we carry out what is known as bagging and tagging. So we'll identify a couple of farmers that are knowledgeable in the sense of how to grow papaya, and then we will work with them. We'll teach them how to bag the flowers, how to tag the fruit, and then when it's time to harvest, our research officers will go out, harvest the fruits. We'll pay the farmers according to the contract that we have with them, and then our research officers will extract the seeds, carry out the whole process of packing into the 20-gram packs, and then we'll distribute that to the farmers. So the main role of our in-house bagging and tagging is to ensure that when the farmer buys a pack of seeds from Nature's Way, he plants the papaya, he can ensure that a good portion of his crop is, as it says on the label, Fiji Red papaya. Yeah. So I mean, before I joined Nature's Way, I didn't realize that there was male, female, and hermaphrodites. So when we say Fiji Red papaya, we refer to the hermaphrodite, which is a pear-shaped fruit.
Coming up next, we learn more about the Fiji Red papaya and how to become an NWC member. In a unique partnership between industry and government, Fiji embarked on an ambitious project to acquire high-temperature forced air quarantine treatment technology developed by the United States Department of Agriculture. Thanks to Nature's Way Cooperative, Fiji has a thriving and growing industry in the export of fruit fly host commodities to New Zealand, Hong Kong, and Australia. NWC now has around 260 shareholding members, most of which are small farmers located in the Singatoka Valley and in the Nadi area. We've taken a tour of the NWC facility and heard about the organization from General Manager Mr. Pickering. But now it's time to learn more about a very special pawpaw, the Fiji Red Papaya. Fiji Red Papaya comes from the foundation seed of Solo Sunrise, developed by the University of Hawaii Seed Lab. This foundation seed has been improved in Fiji over several generations to produce a variety with highly desirable eating and keeping qualities that performs well under Fiji conditions. Fiji Red has a freckled greenish-yellow skin that turns yellow as the fruit ripens, but inside is a juicy, dramatic red-orange colored flesh. The characteristics of Fiji Red are as follows: exceptional sweetness and flavor, with a high Brix of 12% to 15%, strong red-colored flesh, good size characteristics, about 400 to 600 grams, and good keeping qualities. Next week, we'll dive in deeper with our papaya expert Kaitu and find out more about the bagging and tagging process of this Fiji Red Papaya. Now, if you're interested in becoming a member of Nature's Way Cooperative, this is how you can go about it. NWC membership is available to growers and exporters of HTFA commodities, which is papaya, eggplant, breadfruit, and mango.
If you're a farmer and you're interested in becoming a member of our cooperative, come into Nature's Way, fill out one of our forms. For a farmer, it's a one-off payment of $50. So what does that $50 include? Very small fee, but a very large service that we provide. So if you're a farmer in Simbeto and you're interested in becoming a part of the cooperative, that $50 will ensure that you get an extension officer that you can call, that'll come out to your farm and will help you and mentor you as you go along in your farming to ensure that the end result is a good crop and that you as a farmer, you receive a good return in your, through your hard labor and your hard work. Yeah. So we provide that service. We also have exporters that are members, so we're quite unique in the sense that apart from having farmers, we also have exporters. So the exporters, we will be the link between the farmer and the exporter. So we ensure that the farmer is well looked after by the exporter and vice versa as well. So the exporters will come through. We meet with them on a regular basis, so we hear what the issues that the exporter may have, and we also hear the issues that the farmer may have. So as a cooperative, as I said, it's very unique because normally you'll have a cooperative that is solely farmer-based. So we're very, how can I say, accommodating with the exporter and the farmer.
Becoming a member is simple and requires only a small one-time membership fee. There are many benefits to becoming a member of Nature's Way Cooperative, including access to quarantine treatment for the export of papaya, eggplant, breadfruit, and mango, access to information and support services, linkages with other farmers and exporters involved in the fresh produce export industry, being able to attend and vote at the annual general meetings, access to dividends, which is the money paid to members when NWC has a profitable year, and being represented to the Fiji government and other public sector agencies. If you are interested in becoming a member, please download and complete the membership registration form and return it to Nature's Way Cooperative along with your membership fee and a passport-sized photo. You can download the membership form from the Nature's Way Cooperative website.
For those that may be interested in taking up a new career, we understand that the pandemic has affected a lot of us in many different ways. Now is a good time to reassess our lives, to step back, reassess, refocus, and not lose faith. Not lose faith in yourself and not lose faith in our country. Let's all bond together. Let's go back to the land. Let's get back involved in agriculture. One of our farmers, Solo, who was with Fiji Airways, who was a cabin crew, many years flying for Fiji Airways, has decided to take up farming and he's done really well. He has the energy, he has the focus, and that shows that age is not a barrier, and neither is knowledge. Knowledge can be learnt, and the same thing with experience. If you're willing to put in the hard yards, as they say, the world is your oyster. So I hope my words of wisdom, my little contribution will encourage you to take up farming, and those of you that may not have the means to do farming on a large scale, get involved, get into your backyard. We all look at food security and food sustainability. So if you do your own backyard farming, you add a good source of nutrients for your family, and also for your budget as well.
That's all we have for tonight's episode. Next week, we'll learn about the Fiji Red seed bagging and tagging process from Papaya Dr. Kaitu.
Kaitu is very knowledgeable in the field of bagging and tagging.
We'll also learn about the 3 different types of papaya flowers.
When it's time to harvest, you will notice that out of that 500 trees, 50% will be a female.
And we get to taste this mouth-watering pawpaw. That's all coming up next week. We'll see you then.